Hey, how you doing? Pastor Ann? All right, they're going by fast for me. Hey, Earl, grace and peace. What y'all doing? Barringer S. Join. Hey, Kiana. Hey, Sister Renee. Amen. Thank y'all for inviting followers. Come on. I pray that you are having a blessed and wonderful day. I know I owe. Hey, Brother Dorsey. I know some of y'all have called me, text me. I just got out of a meeting. Give me a minute to get this quick scope in. I know I missed yesterday. Did the best I could, doing the best I can. Let's do some hearts. I haven't counted hearts or followers and I don't know when. Hey, Tia. Hey, Elder Liz. Grace and peace. Pray for your dad. He's in ICU. Will do, Kiana. Put that name up for me. Put a last name or something up for me so I can pray. We can pray. Close to 1,500,000. You better come on here, Brother Tone. Yes. All right. Something happened. Haven't been getting your scope. For real, Pastor Ann? I don't know. Make sure you follow me. I guess you are. Now that you're on right now. Bless you, Brother Dejan. Amen. Glenn Gray is your dad. Got it. I'm so glad to see you again, Pastor Ann. Well, we're on, Pastor Ann, part 14 of this Joseph series. So if you want to get caught up, go and check out my YouTube channel, Pastor Kim Davis. Go to catch.me, KATCH.me. Catch up on this entire Joseph series. It is like crazy. Look, that's right. Right. Part 14. And so I told people, hey, Benita Wright, I told people that if they could name the 14 parts, they're going to get a prize. So those that while I'm talking, if you remember parts, put them up there so Pastor Ann can see what she's been missing. So let's invite some followers right quick. Give us some hearts. Go and do the replay. Do some hearts. Tell somebody to catch the replay with some hearts. Go to catch.me. Go to the YouTube channel. It's all kind of stuff coming up on there. Follow me on Facebook. Alliance of Eagles, Ebenezer, River of Life, all of those things. The website that we started that last week is kimdavisministries.com, and it is streaming. I am at Ebenezer today for Bible class. I am teaching on the 5 languages of love. Tonight I am talking about quality time, and I did it last night at the river, and it got kind of out of hand. So if you want to see an out of hand Bible class, join me tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, amen, for Bible class at Ebenezer. For the Elder Lois is laughing because she was there. So it ain't no joke. Y'all come on in and join us if you're in the area. For those that don't know, I'm the pastor, Pastor Kim A. Davis, the pastor of Ebenezer Full Gospel Baptist Church in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and the pastor of the River of Life Church in Wilmington, Delaware, and the presiding prelate of the Alliance of Eagles Fellowship, which is an alliance of senior pastors and ministry leaders and business owners that's on kingdom business. So that's my little introduction, getting right to the point. I ain't going to be on here long. I didn't look at my time, so I hope I don't go over. I am on part 14 of this Joseph series, reading from Genesis, the 39th chapter and the first verse, verse 1 through 6. Yes, KimDavisMinistries.com. That's easy. Amen. Ebenezer is coming. The river is coming. They're up. They're just, we're still doing some little things to it. All of them, we're doing some little things, but they are ready to roll. KimDavisMinistries.com is where you'll get started. So, chapter 39, verse 1 in Joseph. In Genesis, talking about Joseph, it says, now Joseph had been taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an Egyptian officer of Pharaoh, the captain of the royal guard, brought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him down there. The Lord was with Joseph, and he, even though a slave, became a successful and prosperous man. And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. Now his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord caused all that he did to prosper, succeed in his hand. So Joseph pleased Potiphar and found favor in his sight. And he served him as his personal servant. He made Joseph overseer over his house, and he put all that he owned in Joseph's charge. Verse 5, it happened that from the time that he made Joseph overseer in his house, listen, it happened that from the time that he made Joseph overseer in his house and put him in charge over all that he owned, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house because of Joseph. So the Lord's blessing was on everything that Potiphar owned in the house and in the field. Y'all see that's already significant in verse 5 of chapter 39. And the word of the Lord is already blessed. So what was the question I asked you today? The question was, could the house be blessed because you're in it? Grace and peace, Pastor John. Could the house be blessed because you're in it? Could it be that the very place that you think is bondage, could it be that the job, the house you're living in, your neighborhood, your church, could it be that it's blessed right now because you're there? Excuse me, I should have got some water. Could that be the question? Why? What do you mean? This is not an arrogant question, because you do understand that we are favored by God. This is what this whole series has been about being favored by God, even though we got to go through the process. Amen. Come on here, Simone. Even though we got to go through the process, we got to get thrown in the pit. We got to have people jealous of us because of the favor that's on our life. We got to get sold into slavery. We got to find ourselves in the house of bondage. Yet, as we see on last week, that though a slave, I'm still prosperous. You saw it in verse 1 and 2. That it said, even though Joseph was sold, he was put in Potiphar's house, that he prospered and was successful even while he was in bondage. And so as we move forward down into verse 3, we see that in verse 3 it says, now his master saw that the Lord was with him. If you understand the favor of the Lord that's upon your life, even though they stripped you of the coat of many colors, thinking that taking the coat off, dipping it in the blood, that's another whole story. They thought that doing that would keep the favor from flowing. When you are favored by God, the favor is going to flow, even though people strip you, throw you in the pit, jealous of you, sell you out. The favor is still going to flow to the point that whatever level of bondage that you're in, it can still be seen. Come on here. The favor can still be seen. It's in the text. Now the master saw that the Lord was with him. How can you see that the Lord is with me and I'm in bondage? So this is number one that you can see. Understand that the favor can be seen that's on your life. The favor on your life can be seen. Somebody ought to put up some eyes or something. Hey, Elder Virginia, the favor, hey, Elder Kathy, the favor that's on your life can be seen. Give me a minute, Elder Kathy. I'm gonna respond to you today, but I think my answer is yes, Lord, yes, for that Monday. I just be trying not to mess up. Elder Sheila, put some eyes on there and understand that people can see the favor that's on you. Though you may be in bondage, you got to understand that some of what you are going through is because they can see what's on you. How can they see it? It says, because the Lord caused all that he did to prosper or to succeed at his hand. You don't understand. If you look at the lesson that I showed you on last week, I showed you that prosperity is not because you got a lot of money. Knowing that the favor of God is on your life, it's not because people see you driving a big car and your relationship is all intact and everything is all looking wonderful in your life. People can see the favor on your life because you're prospering. Now, what does it mean to be prosperous? To prosper means to be successful. To prosper means to succeed. Now, last week what I showed you is that sometimes you're prospering and you don't even know it. You're prospering at the level that you're at. So when I was on welfare, I told you, I was prospering because I learned to succeed at the level of welfare. Come on here. I learned when you're I was successful. I was prosperous at a minimum wage job. How? Because I learned to succeed at that level. I might not have been able to drive a Cadillac van, but I had enough to have bus fare to get to and from where I needed to go. I had enough to succeed in being able to feed my kids. I had enough to succeed, though I may not have had the best clothes on, I was able to make it. I had enough of my right mind to succeed that even though I felt like going out of my mind, you better come on here and say stipends, even though it was just a little bit, I was successful. How many ever succeeded on just a little bit? How many ever you wanted more, but you was making it on what's left? Sometimes it was just pieces. Sometimes it was just broken pieces, but you were still making it. Then that means that you are prospering. That no matter, and so the enemy or those that have you in bondage see that you learn how to make it no matter what. You learn how to make it when you lose your job. You learn how to make it on part-time. You learn how to succeed at any level, and people can see that. So number one, I want you to understand that people can see the favor that's on your life. How do they see that the favor is on your life? Because God causes you to succeed no matter what stage that you are in. You prosper in your struggle. So that's why you got to say, now thanks be to God who always causes me to triumph. He always causes me to be successful. And I go from what? Faith to faith and glory to glory. So the next thing is that it says that the master saw that the Lord was with him and that the Lord caused all that he did to prosper and to succeed at his hand. So verse 4 says, so Joseph pleased Potiphar and found favor in his sight, and he served him as his personal service. Number 2, how is it? What do you do next? Let me see what number 1, he saw. Number 2, the Lord caused all to prosper. Number 3, when Joseph found favor in the sight of his captor, he served. Y'all, I got to understand my own writing. When Joseph found favor in the sight of his master, the one who's holding him captive, the one who you should be mad at, the one your boss you think is your slave driver, the one who seems like they are a negative in your life. Come on, y'all, talk to me. The one that seems like they're holding you down, he served. If your enemy if you got an enemy, give him a drink of water. Come on here. You got to serve. When you learn to serve, even in captivity, I'm getting ready to tell you what happens next. Your job, you might say, I'm bound to this minimum wage job. I dare you to serve and give it. I told you last week, give it your best. That's it, Elder Sheila. When you serve your enemy, it's like heaping coal on their head. And so you can't get in a situation of bondage and then have attitude and then crossing your legs and you mad at people. My client is so negative that he doesn't believe in God. And could you be that the job is blessed, Deacon Kevin, because the favor of God that's on your life? You got to serve still with all your heart at that level. And what happened when Joseph served? I'm almost through. When Joseph said, when he was pleasing in the sight of his captor, he served. This is what happened. When he served him, he made Joseph overseer over his whole house and put all that he owned in Potiphar's charge.